Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm reviewing the Pivo Silver. I was on Instagram recently and saw ads for this start to pop up because I think my phone listens to me, and I had been saying, man, I wish that I could have a camera person here to record me running around. Well, that's what this does. In fact, their slogan says it's better than a cameraman. So what happens is there's a little screw hole on the bottom. Oops. You take that, you put it on top of a tripod, and then you put your phone here in the middle. You use your phone as a recording device. And now what this will do is if I run that way, it will actually spin on my tripod and follow me. If I run that way, it'll do the same. So it's essentially a cameraman for your phone without actually having to deal with the cameraman or another human being, which is great for somebody like me. So we're going to do a review on this today. I'm going to put a link in the description down below that if you use that to buy your Pivo and you buy one of the models that's at least $100, you'll get $10 off of that if you use that code. Quick disclaimer, if you do use that code, they'll also give me $10, so we both get an extra $10 in our pocket, and you don't have to pay any more money for that. Another thing, do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even to subscribe. I do these types of videos and other health and fitness videos several times a week, and you're already here, so why not just hit all those funky buttons? So I took this outside and I spent some time doing some testing on it, which I'm going to show you now. My main thing is, again, for me, I'm going to be doing fast movements, and I needed this to be able to keep up with me. Now, the Silver is an interesting one in itself because the Silver model has a setting on it called Frenzy. Frenzy just basically means that it has an option to turn faster. The models prior to the Silver do not have the Frenzy. They have slow, normal, and high, but I needed the faster movements, so that's really kind of what I'm testing here. I do test the normal here because some people might use it for something like this, and if they kind of happen to move like this, it'll follow them, and it actually did very well for that, but I wanted the Frenzy. I want to move quick, and I want this thing to follow me moving quickly. So let's take a look at the test video. By the way, my audio cut out on this video, so I had to crank it up so you could hear what I'm actually saying, and some of it I just completely cut it out because you couldn't hear me at all. But anyways, we're not here for the audio, we're here for the video to see how well the Pivo Silver does, so let's take a look. I've got this set up right now on a tripod. As you can see, I'm outside. I wanted to do this in a space where I could do quite a few side-to-side type of movements, and I'm even going to go back there here in just a little bit to see how far back will this thing actually track me. Now, right now I've got it set up on body tracking, so as I'm looking at the screen, and I'll show you some of this at the end of the video, it actually has a red line around, or red box around my whole body, and I can see myself as I'm going back and forth. The box continues to stay around the frame of my body. Now, the Silver edition of the Pivo is one that they say is better for fitness type of movements because it's got a setting on it called Frenzy. And Frenzy is just one of 4 speeds being how fast will this thing turn side to side. Right now I've got this set on a normal speed, so just sort of the basic. It goes slow, normal, there's one more up, maybe high, and then there's a Frenzy. Right now I've just got it on slow, and you can see as I'm kind of walking side to side, my body does tend to get almost in front of the frame just a little bit, and once I stop, the Pivo does a great job of kind of catching up, but it seems to be doing that pretty consistently. So actually, there was one more thing that I wanted to test on the normal speed, which was how does it do on the fast movements? The Frenzy, we know, seems like it's going to be able to work for that, but if I'm doing things really quick side to side on normal, how much of a difference is it from normal to Frenzy? And the reason I want to test this is the base models don't have Frenzy setting. That's something that you have to get with at least the Silver model. So that's important if you're doing movements and things like that. You want to make sure you get the one that's going to work best for you. And so if I just do some real quick kind of right to left, let's see how well I stay centered, or let's see if I can lose it. Lose the tracking. I'm kind of big, I'm not necessarily fast, but if I kind of go like this, it kept me in pretty well. And as you've noticed, it actually zoomed in a little bit to keep my body sort of centered in the frame. If I try to beat it, I got close on that, but of that one I did beat it, and it lost me, right? So if I come back, there we go, I'm right back in the frame. So it's got me centered, but if I kind of do something like this, I mean, it's doing a pretty good job here of keeping up with me. So let's take a look now at what the Frenzy can do as far as these fast movements. All right, now one of the things that I noticed immediately after switching this over to the Frenzy is it's a little more twitchy. I mean, it's trying to move faster than the slower versions, right? So, and I think it has to in order to catch me trying to move quick from left to right, right? So if I try to beat it again, it's not gonna let me beat it as easily as the other one. Try to get out of frame, it's just not letting me. So I'll try again, I'll get it right here and then see if... So Frenzy is definitely doing a better job of keeping me in frame. Let me go back here again, just give it a... Let me show you a couple other features I really like on this Pivo. So one of the features I really like on this that was part of the reason I got it was it has this thing where it can center you only on a certain side of the frame. So as you can see right now, I have set it up so that there's more space over here on my right, and my body will typically stay tracked more over here on the left-hand side. And this is great if you're presenting something, if you don't want to take up, if you don't want your body to be the whole center, you might have a picture-in-picture or memes or whatever you want to do over here. For me, I put like food tracking apps. So I record an app and then I put it into my videos. And this is great because it makes sure to not just keep tracking your body as you move, but at least plenty of space for presentation of whatever it is you want to use over here on the side. And it does this where you can put it on this side, or it can track you and center you on the other side. And then of course, as we already saw, in the middle. So now what I've done here is I have changed it from, it's not just for body tracking, it also will do face tracking as well. So I've done two things here. One is I've changed it to face tracking, so it's not looking for all this. Now what it wants to do is it wants to keep my face centered. So if I lose some shoes, that will be okay. So, if I scoot up like this, you can see it automatically zoomed out to try to make sure my face stays in the frame. And so I also changed it to the slow setting, which is the lowest one there. And you can see just even as I casually walk to the left and then to the right, it's a much slower spin. I'm actually going quite slow and it's almost getting me out of the frame. So why would you use slow? Well, maybe if you're just standing here talking, you're not going to be doing a lot of left to right type of movements. Maybe you are just like kind of standing here. Maybe you go this way a little bit. Well, it'll follow you like that. It's way less kind of herky-jerky than the Frenzy is, but you don't want Frenzy on this. That's not what this is made for. The slow is made for something like this, more like a presentation if you're talking in front of people, or if you shoot videos and you don't do a lot of movement, right? So that's really all I wanted to show you today. It's got a lot of other features on there that honestly are not the reason that I bought them, a lot of effects and things like that. What I wanted was to do workouts and to be able to record them regardless of where I went. If I was running for 30 seconds that way or back and forth, I wanted something to track me while I did that. And this is gonna do the job. So extremely happy. And so let me get back to my home computer, let me look at the results, and I'll give you my final thoughts. So in the end, I am extremely thrilled with how well this thing did. And this allows me to do a lot more types of videos that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I couldn't. And it was able to do it without having to deal with another human being around me, and at a very nice price point as well. So very excited about the Pivo Silver. And even if you don't want the silver, if the fitness thing isn't for you, if you just want it for standing and talking in front of it, they're at a very nice price point there as well. So go and check those out. But yeah, again, link in the description down below gets you 10 bucks off. And if you like this video, if it was helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even the subscribe button. That's it. I got more videos that I got to shoot, and I'm extremely thrilled with how well this Pivo Silver did. So thanks y'all so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if this was helpful. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out.